Hi everyone, and welcome back to Pass IELTS Plus. Today we are tackling a common topic, describing an important rule you have at school or work. We'll go through a full Part 2 model answer and then dive into some really useful Part 3 follow-up questions. Make sure you stick around until the end for those, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for more IELTS speaking examples just like this one. Okay, let's get into Part 2. The topic is, describe a rule that is important in your school or at work. One of the most important rules at my workplace is the requirement to be on time for meetings. I first learned about this during my initial training, and it has been consistently reinforced ever since. The purpose of this rule is pretty clear. Being punctual ensures that discussions start on time and everyone's schedule is respected. It also helps create a professional atmosphere and avoids those annoying delays that can really hurt productivity. From my perspective, this rule is incredibly beneficial. I've definitely been in meetings where someone's late arrival threw everything off track, wasting precious time for everyone who was ready to go. In contrast, when everyone is punctual, the whole environment feels much more organized, respectful, and efficient. What I appreciate most about this rule is how it fosters fairness. It signals that nobody's time is more valuable than anyone else's and reinforces the idea that trust and efficiency are closely linked. Now, let's move on to some Part 3 discussion questions. First question. What is the main purpose of having rules in workplaces or schools? Well, the primary purpose is to establish structure and ensure fairness for everyone. Rules provide clear expectations for behavior, which helps to minimize conflicts and allows people to collaborate effectively toward shared goals. Honestly, without them, you'd probably just have chaos. Next question. Are there differences between school rules and office rules? Yes, absolutely. School rules tend to focus more on discipline, student safety, and building good learning habits. Office rules, on the other hand, are usually geared towards maintaining professionalism, maximizing efficiency, and fostering teamwork. However, the fundamental goal is the same in both cases: to create and maintain a sense of order. How should managers or teachers deal with frequent rule breakers? I think the first step should always be to try and understand the reason behind the person's behavior. Sometimes, people break rules due to stress, personal issues, or a simple misunderstanding. But, if the pattern continues despite this, then clear and firm consequences are necessary to ensure fairness for everyone else. And a final question. Should rules be flexible and change over time? Definitely. Rules that made sense 20 or even 10 years ago might be completely outdated today. For instance, many companies now embrace flexible working hours or remote work arrangements, which is a direct response to modern lifestyles and technology. Flexibility is key to keeping rules relevant and effective. And that wraps up our practice for today. If you found this model answer and discussion helpful, please don't forget to subscribe to Pass IELTS Plus for more great examples and tips. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.